What's going on to all you YouTube users, to my subs and haters? In this video, we're going to compare AJ, Deontay Wilder, like type opponents. Most recently, the knockout of Dominic Breazeale. What does this mean? And we're going to discuss why there are so many Deontay Wilder detractors. Deontay Wilder has been a professional for 10 years and 6 months since making his professional debut on November 15th, 2008. While Anthony Joshua has been a professional for 5 years and 7 months since making his professional debut on October 5th, 2013. Both Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua hold a 95% knockout ratio, with Wilder having 41 wins, 0 losses, 1 draw, and 40 of his wins coming by knockout. Whereas Anthony Joshua has 22 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws, and 21 of his wins coming by knockout. As you can see, both of these men are hard hitters. Throughout their careers, they have fought 3 of the same opponents. These opponents are Jason Gavin, Eric Molina, and Dominic Breazeale. First, we will discuss Jason Gavin, followed by Eric Molina, and then Deontay Wilder's most recent win over Dominic Breazeale. Deontay Wilder fought Jason Gavin on August 16th, 2014, which was 5 years and 9 months after turning pro in his 30th fight, in which he won by a 4th round corner stoppage. Anthony Joshua fought Jason Gavin on May 9th, 2015, which was 1 year, 7 months after turning pro in his 11th fight, in which he won by a 3rd round knockout. Deontay Wilder fought Eric Molina on June 13th, 2015, which was 6 years and 7 months after turning pro in his 33rd fight, in which he won by a 9th round knockout. Anthony Joshua fought Eric Molina on December 10th, 2016, which was 3 years, 2 months after turning pro in his 18th fight, in which he won by a 3rd round technical knockout. Deontay Wilder fought Dominic Breazeale on May 18th, 2019, which was 10 years and 6 months after turning pro in his 42nd fight, in which he won by a 1st round knockout. Anthony Joshua fought Dominic Breazeale on June 25th, 2016, which was 2 years and 8 months after turning pro in his 17th fight, in which he won by a 7th round technical knockout. The argument. There are 2 different arguments for both fighters. One is Deontay Wilder has more knockout power, and the second is Anthony Joshua has fought the harder competition. After Deontay Wilder's explosive win over Dominic Breazeale, a lot of people are starting to say Wilder has the harder punch. But is that really the case? If you look at the 3 opponents they have both faced and add up their total rounds, you will actually see that Joshua has the faster knockouts. Wilder went 4 rounds with Gavin, 9 rounds with Molina, and 1 round with Breazeale, giving a total of 14 rounds. Joshua went 3 rounds with Gavin, 3 rounds with Molina, and 7 rounds with Breazeale, giving a total of 13 rounds. With the 2 having identical knockout ratios and only 1 round separating them in rounds against the same opponents, it is impossible to truly say who the harder hitter is. What is not impossible is to say who has fought the harder competition faster. It took Deontay Wilder 30 fights to fight Jason Gavin, whereas it only took Anthony Joshua 11 fights. It took Deontay Wilder 33 fights to fight Eric Molina, whereas it only took Anthony Joshua 18 fights. It took Deontay Wilder 42 fights to fight Dominic Breazeale, whereas it only took Anthony Joshua 17 fights. This means Anthony Joshua fought Jason Gavin with 19 less fights, Eric Molina with 15 less fights, and Dominic Breazeale with 25 less fights. Both sides can make an argument for which man hits harder, but only Joshua's side can make an argument for harder competition. And for this reason, I feel Anthony Joshua is the true heavyweight champion of the heavyweight division.